Alright, hello, welcome to Runabout 3. This is a game I started making a Let's Play for back in like 2011 when I must have been, 13 years old. This was right back at the same time I'd just started my main Guitar Hero channel. Um, and it never got finished, and so I don't think there are any full playthroughs of this game on YouTube, at least not the last time I checked, so I think it's probably about time someone documented this game. It's not a particularly popular game. I think the other runabouts were more notable. I never played them. But this one I got, it was one of the first games I got for the PS2, so I have a lot of history, and obviously it came out 2002. I must have been about 5 years old the first time I played this game, 20 years ago. So, yeah, I just feel like it's about time to revisit this time emulated and also screen recorded as opposed to a camcorder pointed at the TV. Not necessarily going to be a let's play, but I just decided to do some commentary on this one. The other full game I've played through is Mashed, which I couldn't do. Mashed Fully Loaded, that is, which I couldn't possibly justify doing commentary for that because most of the time it was just me screaming at the computer, and that would maybe be entertaining for some, but I wouldn't really want that out there. So yeah, sure. Let's just do a simple playthrough of this game and have a good time doing it, I hope. So this is the main menu. Data, I mean, nothing interesting there. The options menu, which is pretty stock options menu. I already went ahead and decreased the BGM and sound effects just because it sounds a bit overblown to me. Hopefully you can hear it a little bit, but I've tried to make it so that my commentary isn't drowned out by the sound of the game. Okay, so all this other stuff, this question mark, I'm not actually sure what that is. Then there's one weird thing in here called object list, and all this is I've actually done a few tests, so I've hit something already. But all this is, it's a list of everything you can destroy in the game. I don't know if you watched the intro, but you can see that hitting stuff is a big part of the game, and indeed some of the missions are fully based around causing as much damage as possible. So I've hit this trash can, and I guess the goal is to hit all 287. Which I've never done before. In fact, some things on here I have no idea where they show up in the game. So maybe at some point I'll go ahead and try and find where they are. But the main game is obviously actually doing these missions. So start off right here. It's called Takeaway. Get back the stolen cat item, which I'm still not really sure what it is. I figured it might have something to do with cabaret, but maybe not. This game is a 3+, so. Anyway, vehicle selection screen. Your standard stuff, you know, car, bike, minivan, truck, bus, and tank. For the purpose of this one, the best one is pretty much the muscle car. So I'll pick that. But first of all, let me show you. You can actually change the settings for all of these vehicles if you so desire. I generally don't care, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah. That's about all there is to the menu, so I'm just going to go ahead and play the game. I'll use automatic, that's what I always do. Manuals for driving a real car, so it's pretty rubbish doing manual on a controller, I think. Okay, so takeaway. First level in the game, get back 2 cat item, and reach the goal within a time limit. Oh, by the way, this game's set in New York City. Pretty obvious, as you can see from the map here, Little Italy there, and Central Park, all you know, standard stuff. Get back the stolen cat item. It looks like the criminal hid the items in Little Italy. Find them in time for the Cat King's performance and bring them to City Blanco. I'm guessing this is actual legitimate stuff about New York, but I've never heard of the Cat King. Maybe it's real. Maybe they perform in City Blanco, this sort of room. Anyway. So you start off the game on the wrong side of the road, which pretty much sets the scene. But for this one, all you've got to do really is just get to the end. There's 2 things you got to smash into, but that's it. Controls in this game, a bit slow, bit maybe over responsive, as you can see. I just try to do a little flick of the analog stick there and basically drive it straight into the wall. But it's drivable. I've completed this game outside of the object list, I think maybe once or twice. Oh dear. I already spun out control. At least once. I don't know if I've done it twice, but yeah, it's not too hard. Some of the later missions can be a bit obnoxious when you have to beat certain levels without causing any damage at all. But a lot of the time for that, you just gotta choose the right vehicle. A smaller vehicle, generally something with less power. Obviously in this one, it doesn't matter, so I'll just go ahead and knock this guy the hell out the way. And that's it, that's all you gotta do. So this game wasn't really reviewed at all, I don't think, by many publications. But from the reviews it got, I'm pretty sure they were quite negative or average. I mean, the graphics are pretty low quality for PS2, I gotta say. But I think the gameplay is kind of, I don't know, unique. Maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but there's no other game that I know of that drives quite the same as this does. At least with all this, you know, crashing into stuff. It's not really a racing game, much as it is a driving game. I don't know how to describe it really. But I'm sure if I played this game for the first time, you know, today, I probably wouldn't be playing it for very long. It's purely a nostalgia thing. Actually not that easy to avoid everything here, considering you are literally strictly on the wrong side of the road. Like, I can't go on the right side of the road here. And you'll notice that some of the lines on the map are grayed out. Your route is limited. You don't just have free roam over the entire city on any given mission. In fact, I don't think there's any time you can access the whole city as just a free roam. You can select free roam for each mission, but it doesn't unlock everything. Alright, basically done here with this introductory mission, just around the corner. And take the quickest route. And that is that. First mission dead easy, as you'd expect. And what we get for completing is these things called bonus tips, which basically it's just secondary objectives that you can do to win new colours and variations, sometimes new cars. So in this case, I think just for completing it, I got a new colour for the car I just drove. Yeah, and that's basically all there is to these things. I'll go as AA. For some reason, I always do. And then each time you also get sent to the replay, which you have to wait a second before you can quit out of. I won't be watching any of these replays because, well, I just did it. I don't need to watch it back again. Plus, I'm recording it anyway. Alright then. That'll be this part 1. I think I'll split these up as per mission. And then towards the end, I guess, if there's more stuff to do, I'll figure that out later. But next time, we'll be doing Spec A for Shadow, which is the longest mission in the game already. So I'll see you then.